Hello, my friends. My name is Joe Theodore, astrologer and teacher, and welcome to this video on Pisces risings. If you are a Pisces risings or know any Pisces risings and you would like to share your experience or their experiences down below, please do. I love educational videos purely for the sake, honestly, of everyone else sharing what they experience. So aside from my insights, please feel free, if you're comfortable, sharing what you know and feel. Now, in today's video, we're going to go over what Pisces is. We're going to go over what the first house is all about, because the rising sign is found in the first house of self, the body, our identity, where we meet the world and the world meets us. This is all about the rising sign, my friends. So, in my practice of astrology, I practice traditional astrology and some evolutionary astrology based upon my own spiritual philosophy and beliefs. But in traditional astrology, I utilize whole sign houses, which means all of the first house is occupied by the entire zodiac sign. There's no cusps in my work, in my interpretation of how I do astrology. So if that's not cool for you, I guess maybe this video is not for you. But what is Pisces? Pisces is mutable water. Okay, what is mutable? Mutable is adaptable. Mutable is interchangeable. Mutable has the ability to change its mind. Mutable is open to new things. Mutable is receptive to what the world has to offer. No particular fixed view necessarily, but open and willing to understand more than one thing, right? Where fixed energy is very stoic and stubborn, mutable energy can be more go with the flow, more like, no, I want to learn as much as I can, or no, I'm open to change how I feel about that, you know? So when we talk about mutable zodiac signs, we're talking about Gemini, Sagittarius, and Pisces, right? Gemini, we all know, chaotic air sign of communication. Sagittarius, we're talking about belief, philosophy. We're talking about the exchanging of ideas and just wanting to expand one's wisdom. And again, that incorporates drawing upon a lot of inspiration. Pisces risings, or Pisces generally speaking, we're talking about water. We're talking about sensitivity. We're talking about intuition. We're talking about soulfulness. We're talking about the feeling of deep spiritual understanding. We're talking about creativity and art. We're talking about the deepest forms of our psyche even, right? Scorpio is very psychological, but Pisces can go from the psychological to something very deep, very, very quickly, which is why Pisces placements very much have to worry about where their psychology is operating from. Because sometimes if they get too messed up in the world, they can fall into patterns of addiction, escapism, and they can fall into despair even, because they might feel too much. So Pisces risings, we're talking about your first house here, right? We're talking about people looking at you and going, oh my God, this energy is dreamy. This person is so sensitive on the surface. Like, I really am gravitated to their angelic nature. They really have a presence that makes me feel calm, right? I have you're dealing with people who can be very enlightened, actually. And that's why maybe sometimes there are many Pisces risings I've met are very quiet people. So a lot of introverts, in my opinion, are Pisces risings from my experience. And I think they're also very, very perceptive on truth, right? So again, all water signs kind of have this sense of intuition, right? And some senses of intuition can be very honed in, and some can be a little bit all over the place, right? So a Scorpio rising can very much be very intuitive and psychic and just really see through things like a razor blade, like a laser, right? A razor blade and a razor, or a laser beam and a razor blade. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. But Pisces risings, we're talking about calm, intuitive understanding, maybe not all digestible in one dose, but something that needs to really be meditated upon. So Pisces risings very much need to take in what they take in, and they need time with it in order to integrate it, because it could be too stimulating. It could be too overwhelming, right? Pisces risings are not really built for darkness, if that makes any sense. Pisces does not want a lot to do with darkness, my friends. That's Scorpio's game. Scorpio is all about darkness. Pisces is not. Pisces is more angelic. Pisces is about the higher realms of existence, the truths of the universe. We're talking about the highest forms of expression, art and music. Pisces risings may be very much known for their artistic pursuits, their sensitivities towards things in life that just make them very beautiful in nature, or them being known for looking at the world in a very beautiful way, you know? So some key words for Pisces is intuitive, soulful, dreamy, artistic, humane, sympathetic, sensitive, compassionate, perceptive, tender, impressionable, enlightened, spiritual. And also there's this element of blurring the lines between reality and fantasy. So again, the world may know you for some of this stuff, you know, and it's also very important to embrace these qualities as well, and to not be afraid to maybe wear certain clothes. Like if you feel very spiritual, if you're a very spiritual person, you may feel the most comfortable and safe wearing a lot of jewelry that's very spiritual in nature. That might make you feel good. That might ground you, right? We're talking about people that need to be very comfortable in their skin, walking around this world from that deep place of sensitivity and from that place of perceptive tenderness. Okay. So Pisces risings are very much, in my opinion, one of the most graceful and divine people to come across in this life. And I always want to know more about a Pisces rising that I meet in the real world, because I feel that there is a deep sense of enlightenment, that really emits from them, right? And their compassion and sensitivity to the world is also very interesting to me, because sometimes, again, depending on where the moon and the sun is for these people, can very much dictate so much more about their lives. But still, this Pisces rising, this where the world sees you, right? This is where so much of where your role in life needs to be guided as well. Like you need to embrace your rising sign in a way where you can operate efficiently in certain places as well, you know, your environments. And when we talk about Pisces, ruled by Jupiter in ancient astrology and ruled by Neptune in modern astrology. So we're talking about people that very much are ruled by this expansive, very creative, and very just idealistic way of going about oneself, you know? So this constant need for expansion and growing as well is also very much tied to the Pisces story. And you very much need to be okay with experiencing all dimensions of life so you can understand what it's really like to go within and to also bring that energy to the world for other people to see, you know? So Pisces very much, or Pisces risings, have a lot going on. There's a lot packed into Pisces. You know, there's so much that the world can know a Pisces rising for, and there's a lot that a Pisces rising can feel overwhelmed in as well, because there's a lot with the mutable water. And it's important for Pisces risings also to get the right help they need when they feel maybe like they're lost or a little confused, because Pisces energy, especially in dominant placements like the sun or the moon, and then the rising sign, we're talking about places where life could get a little confusing. Life can get a little overwhelming intuitively and emotionally. So the world may notice that about you, and you may need to work on some of that so you can become a great healer yourself, or to become someone in this world that can very much show up, in a compassionate way, in a very creative way to fulfill whatever destiny you're meant to be fulfilling here. So yeah, my friends, that's all I have for you today. I hope that this brief insight on Pisces risings was helpful in any way. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in another video.